Asian in another video for you. As promised, this one will be the Descendants 1 the film review. So yeah, this one is basically, like I said, about the villain kids who shows how they go to this place called Oregon. Because what it is supposed to be that, obviously, as you know, Disney villains and obviously the heroes and stuff, and then they basically decided to separate them for good. So they actually made on one side the villains on the island and their kids, and then the other side, which is basically where all the heroes and their kids are. So it's like literally like a yin and yang sort of sense. Obviously, like, you know, here are the villains, but also like kind of like literally not just obviously good and bad, but literally shows how the good side, the good guys, literally have like all his luxuries and all this good stuff, whilst the bad side, the evil villains, you know, they're on the island is not as privileged, don't have this kind of like stuff, you know, like resources, not as lucky, and obviously like the heroes, the children have been taught that, oh, to hate the villains and all villains are bad, so their kids are going to be as well, and the kids are always believed as well that because they're villain kids, so they have to be, you know, bad, so, and they've been taught like all still and stuff like that, so it basically brings them together. So it's like the prince of the Oregon, who's the son of Beast and Belle, he decides to bring like this program to actually bring some of the villain kids from the island to there to actually study and kind of like being in charge of shoe sort of sense, you know, see from their perspective, you know, see that, and actually does as well, like I said about the main four coming, and it's like showing how they're not as bad as they think, you know, and then that's basically still this scepter, which is not scepter, sorry, the fairy godmother's wand, and obviously we've introduced to quite a few of some of the Disney characters, their kids, and also the villain kids. They end up realising later on that maybe obviously they deserve these luxuries as well, you know, they should have the chance, just like how the heroes have, and also the whole, maybe not all, like, you know, they're not as bad as it seems, and it's like the whole, maybe they actually have goodness inside of them as well, and they start to question themselves, like, I mean, we know we're villain kids, but are we really that bad? You know, like, because everything that they, like, and also both of the sides start questioning each other, like, start questioning themselves as well, like, everything that they're taught and by their parents and what they read in history books and everything, is it all true, you know, or not, you know? And like I said, start questioning, and then eventually the prince falls in love with one of the main villain, her daughter, and then, like I said, in the end it shows that, like I said, them rising up, saving the people, like, as in the villains, because what it was, they had to have the wand to basically try and open up the gate to release the villains, but then that was the villain side, their mission, but obviously they decided to not go through with it, but eventually the Maleficent, she ends up coming, and then the kids, they fight her, and then she just turns to lizard, and then it's like, and everyone starts to realise that maybe, like, we're wrong, you know, maybe, because maybe, yeah, it was like that back in the day, but maybe now times have changed, maybe not all, like, villains are bad, you know, sort of sense, so, like that, and obviously it ends with the, like, you know, because obviously, like, songs and everything, obviously, as well, but it ends with, like, Mel being like, you didn't think the story was over, so hinting that it would be a sequel, obviously. Yeah, so, like, what I like about it is that, obviously, like, again, good music, good choreography, good fight scenes, and also it's got, like, obviously a bit of comedy as well, plus like it's a good action as well, and like emotion as well, and also it makes you think as well. Like the other thing I like as well is that makes you, like, because you see from the kid's perspective, that it makes you think that the actions of the parents does it really defy the actions of the kids. So like you think that, oh, because they're, for example, the villain kids, you think, oh, because their parents are villains, they have to. That's what they've been taught, that they have to be villains. But you realise that maybe because they do have goodness inside of them, so maybe don't exactly have to be what they're taught. You know, don't, just because their parents are villains doesn't mean that they have to be villains. You know, and you know they prove that sort of sense. And also the whole, you shouldn't believe everything that you actually see in the books and stuff. I like that. Also, I like the turmoil, like I said previously, about, you know, like I said, doubting yourself and that. Like that. What didn't I like? One thing was actually anything I didn't really like, in a sense. Yeah, not really much I didn't like. So my overall review is like 9.5 out of 10. And if you guys are watching, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And check out the channel for our previous videos, and put a comment below what kind of videos you guys want me to do. And I'll see if I can do them. And yeah, let me know. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. And hope you guys have a great rest of the week as well. And I shall see you guys next time, where I'll do the Descendants 2. And that's it. Signing out. Bye.